Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. We are on episode 188 today. This is Sunday. It is the bonus jar coloring day, and I hope it's going to go pretty quickly because I did grab enough for 2 sets of pencils. The first set is the Kalour 120 black barrel in the tube. I also grabbed the second one, if we do have time, is the Arteza 72. And I have grabbed an extra Artistro acrylic marker. I have one that is dry and one that is really goopy. And what I had been doing on this first one is I used the tip of the dry one and picked up paint from the one that blobs. And I'm going to try a brand new one. Those two are quite old. So I've already primed this. It took forever to get the ball to shake in it. So that is ready to go. And all I have to do, I see that the sun has caught up with me. So I am going to close the curtain. Like so. And then I'll zoom in and we will get started. I have that whole realization that we are going to be traveling in a week and we have possible plane delays due to the outage that happened, the Microsoft patch that messed everything up. So I noticed 3 days in a row over 1,000 US flights were canceled. So I hope by next Monday things are somewhat back to normal, or it's going to be a not very fun trip flying. We have a ride to the airport, but it is a service. So once we're there, if our flight is canceled, I don't know exactly what we will do. So I'm starting with blues. I've got 2 blues picked out, a light blue, sky blue 080, and then a little bit darker blue, Azure C008. These are a very soft pencil, very buttery feeling, and the colors are not the same colors as the red tin and the elephant tin. The red deer tin or the black elephant tin, those two have the same numbers. This set does not. I think I did mention that to be consistent. Oh, I can't be consistent because I don't have it. I'm gonna not worry about that. I'm gonna use for my lines, I'm gonna use this side over here, and I'm not gonna do the trick of pre-loading white underneath the color. So we're not gonna do that. So this one I had toyed with not adding color on the outside, but I think I am. When I was mocking this up, it went very quickly. So I hope on the good paper it also goes very quickly. For me, it's the excitement of adding the white pen at the end more so than it is the actual coloring. I noticed that the jar lids offer some creative license. This has ribbing, like this jar does, but this top I have designated as wood colored, and it is just it just sets on top. It's not a screw-on lid. I figure that is up to the artistic or colorist interpretation as to how that lid works. So this is the lightest color. And I could leave it just blocked in like this, because once the white highlights on the jar have been added, that's when I go in around them with the darker blue. But I think I'd like to get to know this blue. I don't believe there's options. So I know the areas that I will be going in darker. I just wanted to get the feel for this darker blue, the azure. And I absolutely want darker behind the clouds and the building. I'm doing my ovals, and I want to come out a little further on this side so they line up better between the two. Now I'm going to go back in with this lighter blue and hopefully soften the edges. All right. More on this later. We're going to move on to the next color. But of course, I say that, and look, my hand just all by itself comes up here to do more filling in. That's the way it always happens, isn't it? Okay, so those two blues, done for now. Clouds. I have two grays. Cool gray and dark gray. And I'm going to start with the cool gray. These are clouds, so I will be coloring them fluffy. So I hope you guys are having a good time at whatever time you're watching this video. I realize I talk specifically about the day, but this video is kind of timeless, so to speak. It can be watched at any time in the future. So I hope whatever is going on in your day, whatever day it is, you are having a good one. I'm looking at my sample. This bottom is going to be the brown. I have 3 shades of brown. Light ochre, 111. Ochre, well, I think this rust is the middle color, 107, and ochre, 51. All right, I do not have anything with this little zigzag pattern. I don't know really what that is. I might come in with the gray later, but for now I am going to work on the body of the building, and I only grabbed 2 purples. I am trying to coordinate as much as possible with this first image. So we've got lavender 93 and lilac 57. I'm going to tilt more. I can tell I need to be tilted. And then I should just check and see how focused we still are. I am always worried about focus. I can't even read. There. Well, instead of focusing, I stopped the filming, and I do not even know how long we've been going. So I'm going to just keep plugging away at this one, and then we'll take a break as soon as I finish it, and I'll see what we're doing for time. So this is a very simple, minimal wall building. It's all about the windows. I don't know, a Japanese shrine perhaps? I am not quite sure what this is. I just am always amazed at how easy these pencils are to use. It's almost feels like cheating. They just are so easy. And they are pretty clean. They're not a crumbly pencil. The Brute Funer squares are a little bit on the crumbly side. These are not, this particular set. They are just so easy to use. Now, I do know that, yes, they will fade. I can't do my masterpiece with these and hang it on my wall and expect the colors to not fade. All right, now all that's left, I've got 3 greens. 3 greens. I'm using actually the colors of the water for instead of the olive. I had a choice and I picked a color scheme that I liked a little better. And they are Aquamarine 54, Aqua 102, and Sea Green 53. And I'm going to start with the darkest. All right, I think I might just leave that, or I told you I was going to make it gray, didn't I? Let's do the darker gray. And then I'm going to break out my brand new Artistro. Okay. Cute, simple. I probably have to turn this. I'm not sure if this is really going to be my comfortable way. And let us see. I need a piece. Here's my piece of paper from last time. Priming it. So I shook it. I'm going to show you. And I am priming it. So it has been primed. And I'm going, you can see what I'm going to look at this. I haven't really even added any lines on my mock-up. Okay, so that's that side. Now the only trick I know that I concentrate on is the whole do not make them identical on each side. Okay, so right down here on this side I made those two matchy. So I'm going to try not to do that this time. And I've got the whole fold on this side to deal with. Trying to make these different thicknesses. That kind of doesn't, and I'll have to come back in. We have angles. I might prime it, get a little more on there. Okay, so that, the only thing I might do is there's some a dark area down here. That's nice. Yep. Okay, now along the top and on this inner side, I did a little covering. Over here, we're going to do the same thing. And along the top. Oh, I didn't do the top. All right, so that is all I'm going to do for the moment. Now I need to take some colors and just make sure that the surrounding items behind are dark enough so that they are highly visible. Okay, that's good with the gray. And we're good with purple, the light blue. This is the lightest blue. I will have to grab a brown. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like this. This is a very simple technique. If you have never tried it before, I highly recommend you try, because it just isn't complicated. All right, I am going to pause now, and I'm either going to come back and say that we are done for the day, or we're going to just move on to number 3 if we have time. I will return. All right, I am at 40 minutes. I still have this top to do, so I am coming back to do that. And I did spend 2 seconds cleaning up the white, making it thick enough and solid. All right, so again, the 3 browns today are light ochre C111, rust 107, and ochre C51. So we are just doing this top. It will be awkward. I did not change my angle. So yeah, I still have our weekly review to film, so I don't need to go crazy. I actually have a darker 4th pencil out, I think. Yeah, I do not. It's the other brand. It's the Arteza that I grabbed a darker. Going back to the darkest. So here's what I will say about these. When I say they are a great beginner pencil, they are very easy to use. What part of it is that the pigment goes down almost as heavy a pigment as you're going to get. So to me, these are not a layering pencil. They just go right on down. You one swipe and that's as much color as you can get. So if you like to keep building layers upon layers upon layers, which to me, the pencils that I have, I need to fix that. I just went over the line. This is something I should be doing angled, and I am straight across trying to do it. So the Rogeton is a layering pencil. Polychromos is a layering pencil. If I go back here to our, so basically, the pencils that require layering to get that buildup of the dark color is not what these are. These are one and done. Even my Prismacolor, which is this one here, I can use that as a layering pencil. If I use soft layers, for whatever reason, the way I color, I can get a lighter, more of the tooth to show, and I can slowly layer that on. Where these, they just go, and they are super fast. Very super fast. So hopefully I have explained myself well. And I will be thinking about them in comparison to other sets that I have. All right. So that is it. Do all of the YouTube things, like, share, comment, and consider subscribing. And next is going to be the weekly review. It will be pretty quick. And then tomorrow we will do Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be, we've got 2 jars left. That's Monday, Wednesday. I don't see it happening any faster than that, though I still will get these. The 4th set is Speer Farben. But this is a more complicated image. I just mocked it up and there was more to it. than the previous two did. And then the fish is going to be Pablo's, and this will take at least 2 days. So I would love to have this be Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday, and that will finish us off. And then we have Tuesday, Thursday for Big to finish the kitties in the library with the fireplace in Romantic Country. So I will see you all tomorrow. Well, no, I'm going to see you in a few minutes for the review. So stay tuned.